Hey YouTube, Rico Knows here. Going to talk to you guys about a hidden gem at Eastern Michigan. But before I do that, I need you guys to go to YouTube. Search Rico Knows. Get to the homepage. You can like, subscribe, all that other crap. I don't care. Just get to the homepage. Look on the playlist. You will find 2024 college football hidden gems. I want you to learn about all the hidden gems before the season starts. Okay? You need to learn about every single one of them. I'm doing one for every single school in America. I'm going alphabetical, so we're on EMU now. I'm going to talk about Eastern Michigan. The way I got here is I was evaluating their defense. If you didn't know, I evaluate every single position group, every single player on every roster, every single team. I do this because I am a capper. I provide analysis on college football games. I pick over 400 games last year. I was above 60% against the spread. I do prop bets, prize picks, all that crap. All you got to do, go to Patreon, search Rico Knows, you'll find it. Shout out to all the MVPs. That's what my premium members are called, MVPs. You can also join it on YouTube. Just hit join, and you'll get access to the deep dives and me giving you all the picks every single week. Now, that being said, enough of that. Let's talk about it. I looked at their defensive line today on tape. Very underwhelmed by the nose tackles, nose guards, defensive tackles, whatever you want to call them. Very underwhelmed by the interior defensive line. Didn't look like anything too special. Just solid starters in the MAC. And then defensive ends wise, shout out to Justin Jefferson. What a great feel-good story. Smaller, undersized guy going out there and giving tackles hell. Okay, he's out there. He's maybe 5'9", 5'10". I don't know. He's really, really small dude out there grinding. Love it. Good for him. Linebackers, seeing James come over from Arizona State doesn't really move me all that much, and Bryce is very young to be starting. Very underwhelming linebacker group in the MAC. Doesn't look very good. Secondary, probably the best secondary in the MAC. Probably. You got two returning safeties that are very good. Like, they're dependable. They get it done. They show up, wrap up, tackle, not out of position all that much. I like the guys. They're very good. The corners are next level great. Seeing Joshua Scott, I hope he's healthy. So he missed all last season due to an injury. But Joshua Scott is an all-conference caliber corner. Okay, he's going to be on a preseason list somewhere, or maybe they're ignoring him. It was very easy for me to say, like, yo, I want to pick Joshua Scott to be my hidden gem. And then I have rules. Like, I don't want to pick starters. I don't want to pick guys that everybody knows, somebody who led the team in tackles, anything like that. I stay away from all those types of dudes, so I'm trying to find guys that nobody's talking about. And then I go look at Daquan White. I'm watching him on tape, and I'm like, yeah, of course he's this good. Shout out to number 4. If you don't know, look at the graphic below down here. Okay, the graphic below, and I don't want to get this wrong, but I live in Georgia. I've lived in Georgia for 10 years, and I'm a high school football fanatic. I obviously follow all the players from their high school journey all the way through college. I kind of let it go once they get to the NFL because we have no control over if they're going to get played or not, or how coaches are going to use them and all this stuff. So I do a high school film review on TikTok. I do a Georgia high school results show every single Sunday on TikTok. So I know Georgia high school football probably better than any individual person out there. It's just I've immersed myself in it completely. JHSA only. I don't really do the GISA stuff. I just have to draw the line at 400 some odd teams. But I do all the regions, all the classes, and I look at everybody. And you're looking at a picture there from Creekside. Shout out to the Creekside guys. They have a helmet that looks like the Seminoles, if you will. Okay? It's not that logo in the back. That's Johns Creek, the Gladiators. But when you look at Creekside, they had a team of studs. This was just a year ago, right? Just a team of studs. We start on the far left. I believe that's a Kid Miller. He's at Tuskegee, that's right. Then we have our boy, right? That's our guy, Daquan White right there, number 4. And then you have BJ. Shout out to BJ Williams. He started as a true freshman at Pitt last year on the offensive line. Incredible. Great young man, huge. Shows up to Pitt and starts as a true freshman. That's unheard of. That doesn't happen, right? And shout out to him. Like, I'm very impressed with him. And then number 99 over here, no one really talks about 99. And 99 is on this chart over here for EMU. He is Malik Tullis. Came over with White as a freshman. He didn't start playing until later in the season. He played early, but I'm just saying, when you start seeing defensive linemen, interior defensive linemen, they don't get much play initially, right? There's more physically developed guys ahead of them. Seniority, been lifting weights for a long time. But my hidden gem on this video is Malik Tullis, because he don't get a lot of shine, bro. I'm telling you, I look at him right here. Dude, he's a little short. Might be 5'11", right? Coming out of high school, what do they say? 5'11", 291. I don't care. I like the way this guy hustles on tape. I want to tell you guys something that pops on tape. He missed 5 games due to injury. Here's what pops on tape for me. His intellect, like his football knowledge, is there. You can see a defensive tackle, or defensive end in this case. You can see him right here, 99. What he does, it's not about winning the game, right? It's not about being physically dominant and winning every rep. For me, what I see is he'll get his hands into his defender, but he'll maintain his gap. Look at this. He reads the play. That's football IQ. I can't get to the quarterback. Let me drop into coverage. Right? It's not exactly a zone blitz. It's just, hey, that's a screenplay. I'm going to read it. Hey, that's a drag. I'm going to tip it. I'm going to get it. I see this a lot from some Florida State defensive linemen. This is why they have so many batted down passes. Look at that. He stopped his pass rush to intercept the pass. How often do you see a defensive lineman intercepting passes? Could watch film study, see the shallow drag, and say, I'm going to pick that off. So I'll stop my rush and drop back into coverage and pick it off. You see football IQ. You see him constantly looking beyond his defender. Let me get rid of this guy and let me go find somebody else. He's watching the plays. Instead of just bull rushing, I see a guy with not just pass rushing skills, but a guy with real football IQ. Excuse my dog. Shout out to Ash over here. But I see real football IQ on the tape. It projects off the tape, and I think it's only a matter of time before he gets into the rotation at EMU and he becomes a valuable member of this team. It's pretty neat to have 2 high school teammates show up together, and look at him being double teamed. Okay, I'll stop the rush. I'll roll to the right. I'll get there and take the proper angle. I meant the left, right? My right, his left. But he takes the proper angle on these plays, gets heavy. Look at that. At the goal line, you're not getting in. Look at that. That's incredible. Let's go. This is a grown man. And can you imagine lifting weights for the next 2 or 3 years? Here, eyes in the backfield. That's great. You put your hands on that tackle, but you're paying attention to where the back is. I love it. Maintaining your gap and your responsibility. But look at his helmet. Look at his eyes and his head. He's watching the back, and he's getting there and shutting it down. Just constantly look beyond the guy in front of you. It's kind of like those running backs who hit the hole and they're not even worried about the first guy. They're making the first guy miss, and they're looking at the secondary right now. I watch him just kind of wade through traffic and get rid of people, and I love defensive linemen that use their hands, right? It's incredible. So you watch the tape, and you just see a high IQ guy. It pops on tape. I wouldn't be surprised to see if he had a really nice GPA. You just see it. It looks like a smart kid to me. Is this a scrimmage? I got a different color jersey on the quarterback. Well, look, get rid of him and go make the play. And the hustle's there. Can you imagine? You drew it up on tape, coach. You drew it up, and you said we didn't have to block this guy. He was going to be rushing the quarterback. And he's not. He's just smart enough to say, all right, I'm going to set the edge, and I read the screen. Oh, recognition. I jumped on the screen. Every time I see this man rush, it's a little slower. It's a little more methodical. He's not just rushing and taking himself out of the play. He's literally getting to the ball. Look at that. He moves inside, but keeps his eyes up down the field. I mean, the moves are great. Ripping, swimming, dipping. I haven't seen a snatch yet, but he's doing everything he needs to do. And I can't wait to see what they turn him into at the collegiate level. Shout out to Malik, Tullis. Yes, your high school teammates are getting a lot of shine everywhere else, bruh. But for me, I like kids like this. You follow a teammate who's a superstar. You got another teammate who's starting in the Power 4, probably getting all the headlines, and you're just chilling in the back. Like, okay, I got that chip on my shoulder. I know what I can do. I used to be on the same field with these guys. And I was dependable. I was good. I was a standout player. Look at him. Be stout, be strong, get rid of them, and go make the tackle. Constantly just getting rid of offensive linemen that touch him. You start the play touching me, bro, yeah, I'm getting rid of you. Quarterback hurry into an interception is what the highlight says. What do you think is going to happen? Communicating with the defense, reads the screen, I'm getting there. I'm causing that interception. It's a great player. I love the selflessness of it. It pops on tape to me. Malik Tullis, that is my hidden gem for EMU. He might not have a breakout year this year. It might take another year, and that's okay. But just remember where you heard the name first. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Go check the playlist, people. Peace.